All right, financial math classes. We're covering two sections in the McGraw textbook today. We're going to be talking about check registers as well as bank statements. Starting with check register. A check register is something you use to keep record of your deposits and withdrawals from your bank account. So deposits are money going into your account, withdrawals are money you're taking out. The balance in your bank account, that's how much money is in there. So one more thing, deposits, since it's money going in, you add that to the balance. Withdrawals, that's money coming out, you subtract that from the balance. Let's take a look at what a normal check register would look like. This is a typical check register. So this is for Margaret Miller's checking account. It had a balance of $313.54. So the previous balance goes in this top spot right here. All right, so there's the previous balance. The payments or debits, so payments or debits, those are withdrawals. That's money leaving your account, so those are negative. So she wrote a check for $45.78. Notice how the check separates, has the line for the decimal point there. So dollars and cents. So $45.78, that's money coming out. Had an ATM transfer to pay for her phone of $52.55. So that is, again, a payment. Money going out, so you'd subtract that, and then there is a deposit of $240.32. So how this works, so your starting balance is $313.54 minus $45.78 is $267.76, and then minus $52.55 is $215.21, and then plus the deposit $240.32 brings it to the final balance. The new total is $45.53. So let's look through a whole problem here. All right, so Ashley Martinez checkbook balance was $149.21 on October 5th. Check register below shows her transactions since then. What is her balance after each transaction? So balance after each transaction. So again, her original balance, her balance brought forward is what that's called, is $149.21. That goes up here. All right, anything in the payment or debit column we are going to subtract. So the first one, we had a payment to Petitesville Flowers of $45.79. So I'm going to do $149.21 minus $45.79. So that comes out to 103.42. Moving down, then we deposit $213.80, so I'm going to do 103.42. I don't need the point because that's what the line is for. 103.42 plus $213.80. That comes out to $317.22. And then another payment to Donald's Bookstore, so that's going to be minus $16.94. So the new one is $300.28. And then last one, the Langley Phone Company, that is a minus again, minus $75.25. So that's $225.03. So that's basically how you work a check register. Again, payments or debits with money coming out, those are withdrawals, so you subtract them from the balance. A deposit or credit, that is positive, that's money going in, so you add it, and you just add or subtract, working your way down to keep your balance. All right. Next thing we're going to look at is a bank statement. So your bank may send you a monthly bank statement for your checking account. These days, usually you have to just find it online. You go into your online checking account, they'll have a bank statement. It lists all activity in your account since your last statement, including your checks that the bank has cleared and recorded. It also reports any automatic transfers, ATM transactions, deposits. The bank might add a service charge or a charge for services rendered to your statement. Other terms of service include basically monthly charge fee, new charge fees, basic fee, service fee, basic charge. Banks like to charge you for you keeping their money there. So the account balance, remember, that is how much how much money is in the account is determined by this formula. It's pretty simple. So you start with the previous balance, then you add any deposits, subtract any withdrawals or service charges, and then add any interest. So depending on the type of bank account it is, it may be earning interest as it's in the bank. Working through these, so the previous balance is $40.10. Remember deposits, you add these, so you would add the deposits. The withdrawals you subtract, so I'm going to subtract 190. Service charges you subtract, and then you add any interest. So starting with the previous balance, so $40.10, I'm going to add 200, subtract 190, subtract $2.34, and then there was no interest, so I don't need to worry about that. The present balance now is $47.76. Right? So new problem. So this is a different account. So the previous balance is $487.67. You add the deposits, subtract withdrawals, subtract service charges, add interest. So 487.67 plus 430.75 minus 598.17 minus 0 for the service charge. I guess don't really need to worry about that. Then plus $1.38 interest is 300. Your new balance is $321.63. So here, see if you can do number 3. Again, you add any deposits, withdrawals, subtract service charges, add interest. So 768.89, add the deposit, so plus 77.76, subtract the withdrawal, 450, subtract the service charge, and then plus 127, you get 395.42 is the present balance. So it's not always going to look like this. Your bank statement may look something like this, where you might need to figure out the total balance. So the previous balance was $271.31. Checks, this is all money going out. So you would subtract the 19, these amounts, subtract 1945, subtract 2102, subtract 9589. Deposits, you would add these deposits going in, and then any payments or debits you would subtract. So starting with the original amount, you subtract all these, so 271.31 minus 1945 minus 2102 minus 95.98 plus 115.90 plus 115.90 plus 345.85 minus 25.85 minus $2, and it comes out to the new balance after you add and subtract all those values is $684.66. Remember, checks, those are part of withdrawals. You're writing those checks, they're leaving your account. So you subtract those amounts. Any deposits are added, and then any other payments or debits are subtracted to find the new balance. If you have any questions, make sure you email me. Other than that, we will see you guys next time.